When your car's acting weird, random warning lights, sluggish throttle, or a rough idle, but instead of shelling out $500 at the mechanic, you fix it yourself in 5 minutes for free. Sounds like TikTok hype, right? But here's the deal. Modern cars are basically computers with wheels. Just like your phone glitches, your car can throw a digital tantrum, triggering false error codes or weird behavior. And the fix? A simple reset, like restarting your phone. So today, I'm sharing 20 secret reset techniques that dealership techs use but rarely reveal. These proven methods can make warning lights disappear, restore lost power, fix transmission quirks, and tackle electrical gremlins without costing you a dime. And that's exactly what you'll learn to do today, giving you more control over your vehicle than 95% of drivers on the road. Plus, stick around because I'm saving the best for last, a trick so powerful it can bring a seemingly dead car back to life. Reset technique number 1, the HVAC system recalibration. Let's start with something that'll surprise you. Your car's air conditioning and heating system can actually spark those annoying dashboard warnings, or even cause some seriously odd behavior. Now, if you're hearing weird clicking sounds, the airflow's going in all the wrong directions, or your climate control seems like it's got a mind of its own, don't worry, because there's a simple fix you can try. First, turn your ignition to the on position, but don't start the engine. And here's the key part. Simultaneously press and hold the recirculate button and the rear defrost button for exactly 5 seconds. Now, listen closely, and you'll hear the vent actuators cycling through their positions. What's happening is that this process resets your blend doors and recalibrates the entire HVAC system. Honestly, it's super effective, yet most people never even think to give it a shot. Reset technique number 2, the steering angle sensor reset. Now this one's crucial, especially if you've recently had an alignment or your battery died. Your car's stability control system relies on knowing exactly where your steering wheel is positioned. But when it gets confused, you'll see traction control warnings, stability control lights, or even feel like your car is fighting you during turns. And here's the fix. Start your engine and let it warm up for a minute. Then turn your steering wheel completely to the left until it stops, and then completely to the right until it stops. Now, center the wheel perfectly and drive straight for at least 10 seconds at any speed above 5 miles per hour. And the system will auto-calibrate, and those annoying warnings should disappear. This simple reset can save you hundreds at the dealership. Reset technique number 3, the CVT transmission relearn process. If you drive a Nissan, Subaru, or Toyota with a CVT, continuously variable transmission, then this one's going to be your best friend. CVTs learn your driving style over time, but they can become sluggish and start feeling like they're slipping. Now, the secret is to perform a specific relearn sequence. First, warm up your engine completely, and I mean completely, not just until the temperature gauge moves. Then drive at a steady throttle for about 5 minutes, and then perform firm acceleration and deceleration cycles 3 to 5 times. Some models require scan tools, but most will adapt automatically over the next few days, and the difference in responsiveness is night and day. Reset technique number 4, the maintenance light elimination method. Now, those annoying maintenance-required lights aren't actually check engine lights, but rather, they're just timers trying to remind you about oil changes and services. And here's the thing, you can reset them yourself instantly. For most Toyotas, turn your key to on without starting the engine, then press and hold the trip meter button, and turn the key off while continuing to hold the button, then turn it back to on, and wait until you see dashes or zeros appear. Honda uses a similar process, but with the select/reset button, and Ford often requires holding the brake and gas pedal while turning the key. Now, every brand has its own variation, but they're all designed to be DIY friendly once you know the secret sequence. Reset technique number 5, the surgical fuse pull method. This is what I call the surgical reset because it's so precise. Now, instead of disconnecting your entire battery and losing all your settings, you can reset specific systems by pulling individual fuses. Pop open your fuse box, it's usually under the hood or dashboard. Look for fuses labeled ECM, ECU, PCM, or TCU, and pull out the specific fuse for the system you want to reset. Wait exactly 10 to 15 minutes, then reinstall it. This one gives that particular module a targeted reset without affecting your radio presets, clock, or other settings. It's perfect for recalibrating your throttle response or clearing engine codes after you made a repair. Reset technique number 6, the TPMS reset secret. Your tire pressure monitoring system can be incredibly frustrating when it gets stuck showing a warning even after you've inflated your tires correctly. But there's a specific sequence that works on most vehicles. First, make sure all 4 tires are inflated to the exact specification listed on your door jamb. Then, turn your ignition to on without starting and locate the TPMS reset button. It's usually hidden under the dashboard near your left knee. Press and hold it until the warning light blinks exactly 3 times, then release. Now, drive for 10 minutes at speeds above 30 miles per hour, and the system should recalibrate and the light should disappear. If it doesn't work, you might have a failing sensor, but at least you'll know for sure. Reset technique number 7, the throttle position sensor refresh. If your car feels jerky during acceleration, has an unstable idle, or seems to hesitate when you press the gas, your throttle position sensor might need recalibration. This is especially common on Toyotas, Hondas, and Nissans. Turn your key to on, but don't start the engine. Wait exactly 2 seconds, then press your gas pedal all the way to the floor and release it quickly. Repeat this 5 times in rapid succession. Wait 10 seconds, then start your engine. If it worked, you'll immediately notice smoother acceleration and a more stable idle. This reset teaches your car's computer the full range of your throttle position. Reset technique number 8, the transmission shift point reset. Modern automatic transmissions are constantly adapting to your driving style, but sometimes they adapt in the wrong direction and start feeling sluggish or unpredictable. Here's how to give your transmission a fresh start. Turn your key to on without starting the engine, press your gas pedal all the way to the floor and hold it there for exactly 10 seconds. Turn the key off while still holding the pedal down, release the pedal, and wait 2 minutes. This resets the shift logic on many vehicles, including Nissans, Mercedes, and GM cars. The result is shifts that feel crisp and responsive, like when your car was brand new. Reset technique number 9, the post-sensor replacement protocol. This is crucial knowledge that can save you from thinking a new part is defective. Whenever you replace sensors like mass airflow, oxygen, or throttle position sensors, you absolutely must clear the old calibration data from your car's memory. If you don't, your ECU will keep using outdated information and the new sensor won't perform properly. After replacing any sensor, perform either a battery reset or the specific fuse pull method, then follow up with the idle relearn process. This ensures your car immediately benefits from the new part instead of fighting against old data. Reset technique number 10, the idle relearn process. After any major reset, your car's computer needs to relearn how to maintain a proper idle. This is critical because if you skip this step, you're dealing with stalling, rough idle, and hesitation for weeks. Start your car with absolutely no accessories running. No AC, no radio, no lights, nothing. Let it idle for 5 to 10 minutes while the engine warms up completely. Then turn on the AC and let it idle for another 5 minutes so the computer can adjust for the additional load. Finally, drive gently for about 10 minutes, avoiding hard acceleration or high RPMs. Your ECU will relearn the perfect air-fuel mixture and idle timing during this process. Reset technique number 11, the ultimate battery disconnect method. This is the nuclear option, the most powerful reset in your arsenal. But there's a specific technique that makes all the difference between success and frustration. Make sure your engine is completely off and remove your keys. Disconnect the negative battery terminal first, always negative first, never positive. Here's the critical step most people skip. Press and hold your brake pedal for a full 30 seconds. This drains every last bit of residual power from all the electrical systems. Wait exactly 15 minutes. Set a timer, don't guess. Then reconnect the negative terminal. What happens next is pure magic. Your car's computer completely forgets all those annoying glitches and starts with a clean slate. Yes, you'll lose your radio presets and clock settings, but it's worth it when persistent problems disappear. Reset technique number 12, the mysterious key dance. This technique feels like you're performing automotive wizardry, and it works especially well on older vehicles. Insert your key and turn it to the on position without starting the engine. Now perform the key dance. Turn it off, then back on, repeating this cycle 3 to 5 times depending on your vehicle. Watch your check engine light carefully because it's about to reveal secrets. The light will flash in specific patterns. For example, 3 blinks, pause, 2 blinks typically means diagnostic code 32. This method is incredibly effective on Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and older Ford models. Sometimes the codes will even clear themselves if the original problem was just a temporary glitch. Reset technique number 13, the limp mode liberation. Nothing's more frustrating than when your car decides to protect itself by limiting power to practically nothing. Limp mode is supposed to prevent damage, but sometimes it gets stuck even after you've fixed the original problem. This is especially common on Nissans, Volkswagens, and older BMWs. You can break free using either the battery disconnect method or by pulling the specific fuse for your transmission control module. But here's the important part. Only attempt this after you've actually diagnosed and fixed whatever caused the limp mode in the first place. Otherwise, you're just hiding symptoms instead of solving problems. Reset technique number 14, the safety system code clear. ABS brake and airbag, SRS codes, are tricky because they often require special scanners that generic OBD2 tools can't handle. However, certain Bluetooth apps, like Carista or Bimmer code, can sometimes clear these codes. But listen carefully, these are safety-critical systems. Only clear codes after you've made proper repairs, never just to hide problems. If you're not 100% confident about the repair, leave these codes for a professional. Your safety isn't worth the risk. Reset technique number 15, the factory nuclear reset. Some vehicles allow complete factory resets through the infotainment screen, and this can solve mysterious electrical issues that nothing else will touch. This clears paired phones, driving data, stored preferences, and sometimes even minor electrical glitches. While it won't reset engine computers, it's incredibly useful before selling your car or when dealing with weird infotainment bugs. Look in your manual for terms like master reset, factory restore, or default settings. Different manufacturers hide this option in different menu locations. Reset technique number 16, the OBD2 code mastery. For $20 to $30, you can buy a basic OBD2 scanner that reads and clears codes. But here's the pro tip. Invest in a Bluetooth version like OBD Link LX or FixD. These tools give you live data, freeze frame information, and maintenance logs that rival expensive professional equipment. Many common codes like P0455, loose gas cap, P0300, engine misfire, or P0131, oxygen sensor circuit, don't require a shop visit at all. You can research the code online, fix the problem yourself, and clear it instantly. This little device becomes your ultimate diagnostic and reset weapon. Reset technique number 17, the documentation strategy. This might not seem like a reset technique, but it's actually one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal. Keep a detailed log every time you perform any reset procedure. Note the date, what you reset, which symptoms improved, and which ones persisted. This creates a valuable maintenance history and helps with future diagnostics. If problems return after a reset, you'll know it's not just a glitch. There's a real underlying issue that needs attention. This documentation can also be invaluable if you need to visit a professional mechanic. Reset technique number 18, the psychological power shift. Let's talk about something deeper that most people never consider. When warning lights appear on your dashboard, you immediately feel helpless and vulnerable. Mechanics speak a different language, and suddenly you're at their mercy. But when you master these reset techniques, something powerful happens in your mind. You take back control. You're no longer guessing or hoping, you're acting with knowledge and confidence. This psychological shift makes you a smarter, safer, and more empowered driver who can't be easily taken advantage of. Reset technique number 19, the critical limitations. This is absolutely crucial knowledge that could save your life. Some situations require immediate professional attention, and attempting resets could be dangerous. Never try these techniques if your car is overheating, actively leaking fluids, if the transmission is slipping violently, or if you smell smoke or burning materials. In these cases, resets will only hide dangerous symptoms instead of fixing them. Use these techniques for minor electronic glitches and sensor issues, not for major mechanical failures that could leave you stranded or worse. Reset technique number 20, the ultimate reset mindset. The most powerful reset technique isn't about your car, it's about changing how you think about automotive problems. Instead of immediately panicking and heading to the shop when a warning light appears, you now have a systematic approach. Start with the least invasive reset method, document your results, and work your way up to more comprehensive resets if needed. Most importantly, understand that these reset techniques are diagnostic tools as much as they are fixes. They help you determine whether you're dealing with a simple glitch or a genuine problem that needs professional attention. The Advanced Troubleshooting Protocol. Now that you know all 20 techniques, let me give you the professional approach to using them effectively. When you encounter a problem, start with the most specific reset first. If you're having transmission issues, try the transmission reset before the nuclear battery disconnect. If it's an idle problem, start with the throttle position sensor reset. Work systematically and document everything. This approach will save you time and give you better results than randomly trying different methods. And there you have it, 20 powerful reset techniques to take control of your car like a pro. Now, I'm curious, which of these resets have you tried? Did one save you from a pricey repair? Share your stories below to help other drivers. If this helped you, smash that like button, share it, and subscribe to join our community of smart drivers. Because smart drivers don't just drive, they learn, adapt, and never let a dashboard light intimidate them. Always check your vehicle's manual, and for safety-critical systems, seek professional help. Stay sharp and drive smarter.